morning, everybody. Today is the 26th of July, 2020. It is 78 degrees and it is 8:12 a.m. in Childress, Texas. We are at the pilot here in Childress. I like this pilot. It's good. It's just a short walk to Walmart over here. And some restaurants and stuff around here. So I'm looking forward to stopping here when we're past all this COVID stuff and everything. Well, good news and bad news. Good news is it's a great day. Bad news is I didn't hit the Powerball last night, so time to drive. But we got 414 miles to get to Van Ormy, Texas, which is where our fuel stop is. So we're gonna get rolling here and see what the day holds for us. So I do like how they have their parking over here, at least for their reserve parking. Pretty easy to get in and out of for the most part. Nice little angle back. Then you got to come over here. You got to turn around now, which is not a problem as long as this fuel lane is clear here, which it is. A little bit interesting of an entrance to this. It sort of comes off a side road for trucks. So we had to clean the hood of my truck. You know, she was so clean. She's just waking up this morning. But had to clean the hood of my truck this morning because, as you know, a couple days ago we did a visit to Careers Worldwide, and one of the things that Stevens does as part of those visits, besides allowing you to make just a little bit of money. I mean, it's not a lot, but just a few bucks. But the big part is you get a truck and trailer wash. And Emily Rose was looking pretty sweet. Well, she always looks good, but she was looking really sweet.
Turn right on Avenue Northwest, then take the first right.
And
turn right on Avenue Northwest, then take the first right.
Yeah, she was telling us where to go this morning. Anyway, so she was looking really good. Shiny, showing off for those guys at Careers Worldwide, which is really the point,
Half a mile.
I mean,
turn right on North US Highway 83.
Which is, I'm turning her down real quick. Which is really the point of that, is for her to look really good, to motivate the students. Sunday morning, so a lot of stuff isn't open yet. Anyway, so like I said, the point is to motivate the students, and I know personally that when I wasn't 100% sure, when I went to school. It's a little different now. Most of the schools, Careers Worldwide, I still think still does manual transmissions for right now. But most of the schools are training and teaching in automated transmissions because that's what people are driving. That's what companies are buying, are automated transmissions. So, most schools, you come out of school, you get an automated restriction, which means you cannot, with your CDL, you cannot drive a manual transmission. You have to be trained in it, and you have to test out in it, or you can't drive one with your CDL. Well, I learned in a manual transmission, and they still teach it up at Careers Worldwide, but it can get frustrating. It can get really frustrating if you're, especially the downshift. Upshifting for most people is pretty simple. It's the downshift, and it's different than driving a regular vehicle, you know, a four-wheel vehicle that where the transmission's synchronized and everything, and you know, in a manual transmission, that's a lot easier than a non-synchronized transmission like these trucks have, the manual transmissions. So it can get frustrating. Sometimes you go, man, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this, you know, and not, you know, kill somebody or, you know, whatever, because I'm not able to stop this vehicle by shifting down, you know. And so you get unmotivated, or you get discouraged. I don't want to say unmotivated, discouraged. Then a driver from Stevens, or if you're driving for CRST, or even a driver who maybe had trained at Careers Worldwide, but decides they're just going to go motivate students by taking a truck over there. They show up with this beautiful truck, and it's clean, and you look at the inside, and you've been driving these trucks that have been stripped on the inside, and they have, you know, the sleeper's been replaced with bench seats because you got 4 people in the truck at one time doing your training, and they're dirty and all this stuff, and you get in one of these trucks and it's clean, and there's a refrigerator, and there's, you know, that's personalized, and it's got all this stuff like the stuff that I got. You've seen what I have in my truck, and all of a sudden you're like, man, that's why I'm doing this, and you get motivated. And that's exactly what some of the students there told me, because that's what I felt when I saw it. So, you know, making sure this truck looks just pristine, and it did. I mean, it looked sharp. It looked sharp. And then the rain came. Well, the rain wasn't so bad when it came, because I'd already been parked in there. There was dust in that field, but the rain actually tamped down the dust. What got me is in the pickup yesterday, when I picked up in Dodge City, is the lot in a lot of those yards is all dirt, and it's all dust, and as you're going, and it's hot out, and all of a sudden the cooling fans for the transmissions kick on automatically, and those things just blow dust everywhere. So Emily Rose had a big dust. She was covered in dust. Now, I didn't get her all clean, but I got her hood clean where I could see, and that's, I like to get that at least done. So she's looking better. That said, I need to clean her grill a little bit. She got, I don't know, I didn't see these bugs, but we sure hit a bunch of them. But shoot, there are some huge bugs. I don't know if it was in Kansas or Colorado or Texas, but man, these bugs are huge. I mean, they look big enough to carry off a baby cow. I don't know what the heck, but anyway. So we got 411 miles to Van Ormy, Texas, and we're gonna fuel the pilot there. Then we're gonna check the weather. We've been checking the weather for the last night and today, because there was a I think it's Hurricane Hannah or Tropical Storm Hannah passing through South Texas and across near Laredo, where we're supposed to be going. And there's a 90% chance for heavy rain in Laredo today, and I'm trying to find out what's going on there. Once we get to Van Ormy, we'll have about 130 miles to where we're going. I'd like to get there tonight, but it's all going to depend on the weather, because the two things that you're gonna encounter with the weather system like that are two things that this time of year you don't want to have to deal with, and that's heavy rain and wind. Well, you don't want any time, but you know, other than snow and ice, you know, those are the two things that can cause the worst havoc for us. And we're not going to get snow and ice this time of year, so rain and wind, that's going to be our two top issues there. So we're going to check it out, but we will get to Van Ormy. If I can, I'm going to go without stopping. We got 409 miles left, and we We don't have a full clock today. We've got about 12 hours on our 70. We're running on a recap right now. We got 10 hours and 24 minutes back last night, so we got just shy of actually 13 hours. And excuse me. And like Santa Claus riding a bike. Hey, so we got just shy of 13 hours of drive time, and we're going to see if, that's plenty of time for us to, we don't have that much of drive time. We only have 11 hours of drive time, but we have 12 hours and 43 minutes of on-duty time available for us. We've already eaten up 4.5 minutes doing our pre-trip. Of course, we did our long post-trip last night, short pre-trip this morning. In the morning pre-trip, the things that I check are going to be are real simple. Going to be we're going to check the fluids, because some of the fluids, especially our cooling fluid, our coolant, it's hard to check it at night because it's hot and it's expanded. So you got to check it in the morning. You're going to check the oil again because you want it once it's settled. You're going to check the tires, make sure that we haven't lost any pressure in the tires, and just final little things, make sure everything's buckled up. I usually, as part of my pre-trip, I usually clean my windshield and my mirrors and my windows, just to make sure that I don't have any kind of obstructed view. So anyway, we are on our way. That's a pretty long opening today. We may not have a whole lot more until we get where we're going. But I hope you have a great morning. I hope you have a great Sunday. If you're a church-going kind, I hope you have a wonderful service if you're able to go. If not, however you worship, hope it's great for you. Say a little prayer for me. I use all prayers that you throw my way. Never hurts. And we will talk to you soon. Howdy, everybody. Just thought this was a cool view coming up here. We're on what is technically US 277. Sorry, just checking it out. This is Anson, Texas, I believe. Just look at that courthouse right there. Yep. Anson, Texas. So this is a giant roundabout here, basically. Like everything, you come to a place, these small towns, and they're all named after the town. But Anson, Texas, pretty little town. The Anson Tigers, Anson High School Tigers. There's Anson High School right there. a Sonic over here. I don't know if you guys got a chance to see my video from yesterday. But we were going through Shattuck, Oklahoma yesterday. And Shattuck, Oklahoma actually has a Sonic that has a drive-through for semi-trucks and for RVs. And we went through and got something to eat, got us a shake, and something a little different. So if you drive a truck and you're going through Shattuck, Oklahoma, I know there's another Sonic that has one in Muskogee, Oklahoma. But if you get a chance, hey, why not pull through, you know, grab yourself something to eat or a snack, you know. If as long as there's nobody behind you at the one there in Shattuck, you order your stuff and you can sit there and eat it. They let me do that and then get on the road. But it's actually designed for trucks to get in there. Only thing is when you pull in there, just make sure you swing wide on everything. And but it's meant for that. There's even a sign that says it, you know. So talking to them there, they love to have truck drivers go in there. Also, if you're driving an RV through there, you can take that through there. So I will tell you that I probably wouldn't do it in anything longer than a 53-foot trailer. But other than that, hey, go for it. Enjoy while you can. All right, we're getting back on the road. We're leaving. We just left Anson. We're headed towards Abilene, I believe, and we'll pick up. We're gonna stay on 277 for a while and pick up 83 South. So just stay with us. We'll see you in a few. Hey everybody, we are in Abilene, Texas. We're taking US 277, US 83. It goes sort of around the city here. Don't know how much we'll be able to see, but there are 117,000 people living here in Abilene, so it's a pretty good city. Pretty good size anyway. And first time I've been through Abilene, so if you see anything interesting, we'll let you know. But right now we got 262 miles to our fuel stop in Van Ormy, Texas. So we got roughly about 4.5 hours. So we should be in pretty good shape to get there and get our fuel stop done, and then we'll figure out what we're going to do from there. Still worried about the weather down as we get close to Laredo, so we're going to see. All right, we'll talk to you soon. Hey, welcome to Brady, Texas. Population 5,529. And we are on the San Angelo Highway right now, which is US 87. We're going to take a turn here in a minute, about a mile. Nice little town. They do have a golf course here for us small it is.
Turn right to South Bridge Street.
So, Mexican colony established 1929. Don't know what that's about, but that's what it says. There's a real formal sign right there. Don't know what that's supposed to be, but anyway, we'll figure out. World Championship Barbecue Cook-Off, Labor Day weekend.
Turn right on South Bridge Street.
Ooh, this will be fun to come check out. Anyway, we will pick you up a little bit later. So we just passed through Brady, Texas, that calls itself the heart of Texas. And I found out why. It's the closest town geographically or to the geographic center of Texas. So we're pretty much in the center of Texas right now. So anyway, and we've got to go all the way to the southern part of Texas, which is about 275 miles still. So we got 149 miles till our fuel stop in Van Ormy, Texas. So we got a little over 2.5 hours, or about 2.5 hours to get to our fuel stop, and then we're going to figure out what we're going to do from there. Because as you can see, it's starting to get more and more cloudy. We did get a notice that that there could be some. Sorry about that. Anyway, that there's going to be some rain and wind in southern Texas. So we're going to look at the weather and contact safety if we need to in dispatch, and figure out exactly what we're going to do. And that said, it's starting to sprinkle. So anyway, we will pick you up in a little while. We are in Mason, Texas. Mason High School. I think they're the punchers. I like the cow punchers. That's what they are. I never heard of that name before. So anyway.
Turn right on South Live Oak Street.
South Live Oak Street, then continue straight.
This is downtown Mason.
Proceed southeast on South Live Oak Street in 600 feet. Continue straight onto San Antonio Street.
Mason Bank.
Continue on South Live Oak Street.
Continue straight onto San Antonio Street.
I got two GPSs competing with each other right now just to see.
Proceed southeast on San Antonio Street in 1 mile. Continue straight onto US 87.
Was interested. We had I had both of them going, and I usually look to see the difference in the distance, and then sometimes I'll pick one over the other for different reasons. It just depends. But I was using my Garmin because it showed me a shorter distance, and when I took a turn, all of a sudden the truck GPS itself updated and showed that as a shorter distance. I mean, it was real drastic. So anyway, we have 125 miles to our fuel stop in Van Ormy, and we'll see how we get there from here. Friedhelm's Bavarian Inn Restaurant and Bar in Fredericksburg, Texas.
Turn left
Authentic
to
German
US
food,
290.
steak and chops, and seafood.
Proceed southeast on US 290 in 1.5 miles.
In 1.5
Turn right to
miles.
South
Turn right
Washington
on South
Street.
Washington Street.
Anyway, Catfish Haven as well. Welcome, hungry hunters. Well, we passed a place also that was that did antler art a little while ago. So anyway, nice little town. A few different things, you know. Hey, somebody's got a nice car, nice fancy car right there in historic Fredericksburg, Texas. Oh, there you go, the Pottery Ranch. It's the coolest store ever. That's what it says. Coolest store ever. God, gotta love this country. I mean, just amazing. You know. People
In
go.
1 mile, turn right to South Washington Street.
Zion Lutheran Church. Above and Beyond Day Spa. There's a big church over there to the right too. I don't know which church that is. Pretty though. At least the steeple is. Don't know if you can see it over there to the right. Maybe not. Maybe a little bit. Just go that way just a little. I don't know. Anyway. Go back to center a little bit. There we go. The Peach Basket. Yeah, this is a nice little town. This would be fun to come explore Fredericksburg. They had a truck stop, but I don't think they do. Jolly's House, Haus, bed and breakfast. I'm guessing there's a lot of German population here in Fredericksburg, just by what I'm seeing. I want to get left a little bit because this is a little bit too close for these cars here. Anyway, Crossroads Saloon and Steakhouse. Yeah, this would be cool to check out. Anyway, all right, everybody, we're going to keep going. We got 84 miles to our fuel stop. So, all right, we'll see you in a few. I'll tell you what, I wish they had a truck stop close to Fredericksburg, Texas down here, because this would be a great place
Continue straight on
to spend
US 87.
to spend a 34 or even some home time. Just, it's beautiful. And there's so much stuff. Look, home of Opa's smoked meat. Greek. Just gotta find something sometime. There's a place where you can park for a day over here. Going through here. That'd be great. Anyway, we'll check it out. We still got 83 miles to go. We'll see you in a few.